the problem comes in. I want to tell you that Hakainde Hichilema is gone. Hakainde Hichilema aleshikira. Hakainde Hichilema alimu ICU politically. Aleshikira alimu ICU, and is not going to nimfu afye. Hakainde Hichilema politically nimfu afye na afwa. Ni oxygen facial level. Oxygen. Now oxygen, it is the oxygen of politics. It is the government institutions, the laws that are there. That is what is keeping Hakainde Hichilema. On himself, personally as a politician, is gone. What is keeping there is because of the democracy that we have, the institutions of government. That is what is keeping Hakainde Hichilema. This is a fact. What is keeping Hakainde Hichilema? It is because of the institution of government. Take out the institution of government. Hakainde Hichilema, he can contest with one of these small boys and girls. He can lose. Because the new Southern province we need now we have to chuma. Oba inshama chile yesba gola bantu abili inshama chile Southern province western province no western. Bali inshama chile pati nibanga. Nibanga wa inshama chile kabila hapo tabaka Hakainde Hichilema. Nibanga wale bila Hakainde Hichilema. Who vote for Hakainde Hichilema? If in Southern province na hope ne tabali sikena. That's why we don't stigmatize or discriminate against the people who the Zambezi region. Please don't discriminate against them. Don't just look at who also Zambezi region. You start thinking bad. No, this one supposed Hakainde Hichilema. No. Let us promote one Zambia, one nation. Now when the Zambians, now when they are suffering. Hakainde Hichilema is gone. And you saw what happened yesterday. Yesterday, you saw what happened. Where did you have, the Women's Day, where was it? It was like a national money. It was like a national money. Instead of women, jubilating and enjoying themselves that they're women. It wasn't. It was a somber day. Culminated with a PF being blocked, our opposition being blocked. You saw in many areas in Ukabu Maliba Damsha, Ulusaka Maliba Damsha, Kobaboch Maliba Damsha, in a number of areas, our opposition, especially the PF, you blocked them. Why did you block them? Why did you block them? Because you don't have the support. Even them deep down, they know that Hakainde Hichilema is gone. Even when that is a social media. UPND has not benefited, even their food soldiers, they have not benefited. So, I know that the UPND, they also don't agree with Hakainde Hichilema. But a number of people, but Hakainde Hichilema, Hakainde Hichilema, and social media, you have no basis. Hakainde Hichilema, I should because if you share with if you share fuel, if you share shedding, if you share bunker, if you share electricity, if you share fuel, if you share to you, Mulwe, Nimfuafie, Hakainde Nimfuafie politically, Tapal Shadile, Valia Hakainde Hichilema. Valimishina, Uyabale, Tapal Shadile. Could you mind bend when you are supported by Hakainde Hichilema? We should be trying. The president has tried going down and shout Hakainde Hichilema forward. See how many people are going to lift their hands. Those days in 2021, when you say forward, Ababa booth manufacturer and none in forward. Banamanke to manufacturer and none in forward. Vendor in forward. One say the young people who had hope that Hakainde Hichilema will come and turn around the things. No one can mindset, standing. Nobody people can standing. I move to a couple to Garoko, Kuba now I to Karuka benefit. You are none of Shire, you are none. But really, the people, the general populace, no one is, there are very few people that are supporting Hakainde Hichilema, unless those who are indoctrinated. But the person who reasons, the person who thinks properly, cannot support Hakainde Hichilema. You are supporting Hakainde Hichilema based on what? Based on what? What is it that you are going to say? This is what Hakainde Hichilema has done, and you are giving him credit for. There is nothing. So Hakainde Hichilema is gone. My problem tonight is the capacity of the opposition. But I mean, I don't even want to beat about the bush. I'm being very straight. At the moment, the front runner, the best person is Valid Galungu. That's we can pretend you are none. The main man who can challenge Hakainde Hichilema and win an election just like that. Just like that. You are Galungu. And I'm not talking about, I'm talking about the capacities and the technicalities of it. But just on the level playing field, Hakainde Hichilema cannot win an election. But at least if you consider a lot of factors, Edgar Lungu stands a better chance. But of course, this is not just about Edgar Lungu. This is about all of us opposition members. It's about all of us opposition members. The challenge that is there is that how ready are we to face Hakainde Hichilema? How ready are we? Not politically, but the fact that he has instrument of power, the fact that he has Vakabokola on his side, the fact that he has the soldiers on his side, that is the challenge that we have. The fact that ECZ is on his side, the fact that the judiciary is on his side, that is the hurdle that we have. That is the header that we have. How are we going to beat these headers? How ready are we? How ready are we? What is the strategy? Is there anybody who is sitting and having a meeting to discuss, to say, what are we going to do? How are we going to beat ECZ? How are we going to beat police brutality? How are we going to make sure that judges, are not scared? How are we going to make sure that people like Tayali, because, talking is also very important. Talking is very important. People must be talking. People must be talking. And there are people that leads the way. There are people that leads the way. When some of us will start talking, you also see some voices, some parts, some pockets of voices coming up. On social media, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you see people talking. You see people talking. When I start talking, people in your blogs, I don't even respond. But by the fact that you're discussing me, for me, it's the success. It shows that I've influenced something. It shows that I've moved something. I have caused something. So I'm very happy when you're discussing me. I am very happy. Discuss me what you want. Say whatever you want. It's okay. Even on my page, come and say whatever you want. It's okay. I don't care. The fact is that I've made you to start talking. And that is my job. That is my job. Because even if you are defending Hakainde Hichilema, deep down in your heart, if you can even if you're defending, I know after you are watching, some of you are supporting Hakainde Hichilema, but you are getting what I'm saying, the fact that your leader is gone. You are facing what you are listening to what I'm saying, to say your Hakainde Hichilema has failed. You are listening to what you are listening and agreeing with me that Hakainde Hichilema has made the economy worse. Hakainde Hichilema has made the Bible minimum go up. Hakainde Hichilema has made, fertilizer to go up. Hakainde Hichilema has made fuel to go up. Hakainde Hichilema has made other commodities such as cooking oil to go up. Hakainde Hichilema has not created jobs. Even now, 300 volunteers, whatever, those are not job creation. Na nipanga kale company, yale wacha nisha, na ile wanisha bana. Ushema panga company. Na nipanga kale company, CGK Business Ventures, dress chamara. Ya shtabuino and na nipika na desk where. There are 2 people. I haven't finished employing people. I need to employ 2 more people there. So you want to say, can you say what's created job? It's me who created, who opened that company, who put those desks. It's me. It's not you. That is what Hakainde Hichilema is doing. The government, he found this government. He found other people have built the infrastructure. Government, civil servants is not job creation. It's not job creation. He has not created jobs. Hakainde Hichilema has not created jobs. What has he done? So now you support Hakainde Hichilema. Even if you support him today, you support him. What are you supporting him on? Based on what? What has he done? What has he done? He has done nothing. So the man is gone. But how ready is the opposition to fight the institutions of government? How ready are we? How ready are we? If we are struggling on the basic minimums. Some of you and some of you even know what I'm talking about. If we can't manage on the basics, how are we going to fight Hakainde Hichilema? We need to fight Hakainde Hichilema. Otherwise, he's going to bounce back. Not because he's popular politically, no, but because of the institutions of government. He's going to fight. He's going to bounce back. Hakainde Hichilema has made sure that he has sealed himself. So that is a challenge that I have today, tonight. I'm asking you, what do you have? What do you have? What are you going to do to make sure, because the political parties must be the pioneers of change. They must be the pioneers of change. They must lead in front. They must be in front. How ready are you? How ready are you? How much are you talking? How much are you challenging this Hakainde Hichilema? How much? So I have a challenge, really, I have a challenge to all the opposition. Me, I'm doing what I can. I'm doing what I can. Seriously, I'm suffering. I'm no doubt I'm suffering. But, at one point, like I said, I feel like, why should I be going through all this? Maybe I would rather just go back and just be locked to Marcel's chapel. But then I said, no, let me fight. Let me wait a little longer. Get the resources that I need. Get the money that I need. Pay the lawyers, then head back home. That is what I want. Let me pay the lawyers, because I know I don't want lawyers. Who is going? I need lawyers. I need lawyers to come and help me. That's why, please, buy that car. But people have capacity in that. Well, opposition, who have capacity. The capacity. My fellow opposition, no, your vehicle, I'll get it. Here is your $30,000. $30,000. I'll get the vehicle. If there was capacity, come back home. Even if there was capacity, sometimes you're owing 300,000, but we are going to contribute. We're going to pin 20 pin, 40 pin, what. Pay for the lawyers. I am scared, because if I go, yes, my fellow opposition will only be talking corners. But the real help will not come. Even where there is capacity, lawyers should not be a problem. Lawyers should not be struggling. Yes, lawyers also, those who defend political cases, they also have benefits in future. But we must be able to provide the basics for them. Because even if they are doing sacrifices, they are spending days and days defending political cases. When are they going to handle cases for paying clients? So at least we give them the basics. And this must be considered. And it must be seen. A number of you political leaders, you have got cases in court. How much are you paying those lawyers? Because if you're not paying those lawyers, they'll be weak. They'll start failing to come to court. They'll start failing to defend you effectively. But yes, so we must come up with ways. We can't expect that, change will just happen. because Hakainde Hichilema has failed. And I mean, that's it. No, it can't happen like that. It can't happen like that. Change must be caused. Political change must be caused. Political change must be caused. Otherwise, it will not come. Who is going to cause that political change? Of course, the citizens. The citizens, you too. You have a responsibility to cause change. You are the one suffering. And most of you are suffering more than some of us. More than some of us. So, what are you going to do? We have got these challenges that I'm talking about. How are you going to ensure that Hakainde Hichilema is gone? If you don't act, Hakainde Hichilema will bounce back. And really, if you citizens were serious and determined, Hakainde Hichilema would not even reach 2026. He wouldn't reach 2026. If the citizens were to no, enough is enough, we want you gone, he would not last up to 2026. He wouldn't. And you know that you are desperate. I know you are desperate. You don't want Hakainde Hichilema to reach 2026. You don't want him to reach 2026. But what are you going to do about it? Self-preservation will not help. There are more people who are suffering than those who are enjoying. So those who are suffering, why don't we make sure that Hakainde Hichilema is gone? Talk from wherever you are. Don't fear to talk. Don't fear to talk. Let the cells and police, whatever, be filled with people complaining. At the end of the day, they will get tired. Even when you are talking and telling me, even they are happy. Even they are happy. When you are talking, you're not just talking for yourself. There are a number of police officers who are suffering. Some of them by Kumanda. As we are talking, they are by Kumanda, the civil service has got more than 500 civil servants who are more than 500 who have been removed. More than 500. 500 is a big number. You know, 500. Can't you be talking? Can't you create these fake accounts and start talking? Create those fake accounts, start talking. Let social media be flooded with your voices. And even those of you, you are not happy. You are getting your salary and everything is going. Your salary is spent before you even get paid. Your salary is spent, is gone. But then you mistake promise and then debt swap. What has happened? What has happened to that debt swap? No, me, I'll come and do this. I'll come and even give you whatever money. Passion withdraw. What has passion withdraw done to you? What has your passion withdraw done to you? You are also suffering. And you know there are a lot of things, bad things that are happening in government. Bring them to Chilufya Tayali. Bring them to Chilufya Tayali. Tell me the nonsense that is going on. You want to be discovered. You want to be discovered. Just send them to me and I will expose. That is how we are going to fight this government. We need to fight this government. We are not going to support it. I'm not saying that we should support the government. No, we are not going to support the government. But we have to expose the wrong things that is currently going on. We have to expose it. We have to show that these things are, Hakainde Hichilema and this government are failing. And maybe they can do something. Because the more we expose, the more we talk, maybe they can even do something. So we need to unite. We need to unite. Talk about those, I'm talking about those in the security wings. Those of you who are in security wings, your job is not to defend Hakainde Hichilema. Never on which. Your job is not to defend Hakainde Hichilema. Your job is to defend the country. Your job is to defend democracy. That is the job of the military. That is the job of ZNS, ZAF, Makapola. Your job is to defend the republic. That is your job. It's not to defend an individual. When they say you serve the government of the day and you have to be loyal to the commander-in-chief, it's the commander-in-chief, not an individual. It's the office. If an individual is doing something wrong, that is wrong. It's wrong. There is no two way about it. So you need to open up your minds and realize that your job is to defend the commander-in-chief. Your job is to defend the republic. So you cannot have a wrong person in the position and you say, we have to defend. What are you defending? You can't be defending wrong things. You don't have to defend wrong things. So wrong things, be bold, be courageous, be brave, and say, no, this one, sorry sir, we can't do this. Sorry sir, this is not right. Then you are being patriots. Your allegiance is not to an individual, it's to the office. The republic, the Zambian people, that is your job. That is your job. And here I'm not inciting mutiny. I am saying defend the office of the commander-in-chief. Defend the office of the president. Defend our institution of democracy. Defend the republic. Defend the Zambian people. That is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. If somebody is doing something wrong, you don't have to obey that. You don't have to agree. You don't have to agree. You don't have to agree. Defend the country. Defend the country. We cannot allow Hakainde Hichilema to use the institutions of government to sustain his failed political career. We cannot allow Hakainde Hichilema to use the institutions of government to sustain his failed political career. It has failed. That is where Hakainde Hichilema is remaining. That is the oxygen of Hakainde Hichilema. The oxygen of Hakainde Hichilema. Number one is the security wings. I'm not saying they should do anything wrong. Don't. Zambia is a democratic state. But don't agree that whoever is there abuses power. Don't agree. The oxygen of Hakainde Hichilema is the courts. Judges, I know a lot of you judges, adjudicators, judges, magistrates. I know a lot of you you don't agree with Hakainde Hichilema. I know you don't agree. You don't agree with a lot of things that is happening. The nonsense of Mausam, you don't agree. You will know you don't agree. You don't agree, but you're scared. Unless these cadres who have come in the judiciary, I think that's 3 points for Hakainde Hichilema. Those are the cadres, and that's why they're giving them some of these cases. And shamefully, they are adjudicating, they are passing judgments and rulings which are unheard of, which doesn't make sense at all. which are not in the interest of the republic, because the judge looks at also the interest of the republic. So those cadres, those judge cadres, they have come to taint the judiciary, including the Chief Justice. Amimandla is a cadre. He is a cadre. We have a Chief Justice who is a cadre. What a shame. We have never had it this law. We have never had it this law. We have never had it this law. Judge Nsonda would have been best. Judge Nsonda would have been best, but Judge Nsonda would not be given. For obvious reason. How can Judge Nsonda be given? He's Nsonda. How can he be given? It wants to Mumbalira. It wants to Mumbalira. Who is a cadre? That man is a cadre. And you know it, even as I'm talking, you judges know it. And some of you are even scared by, you are intimidated by these ones who have just come in. Look at our Concord. Look at our Concord. Where are we? Where are we? The judge in charge. She's a non-cadre from birth of judiciary. She's somebody, she shows her true colors of being a cadre. And she has been rewarded. Because through and through, she has stood with Hakainde Hichilema. Through and through, she has stood with Hakainde Hichilema. Because when I'm talking some of these things, you know, but isn't it true that the Judge Marula has been a UPND cadre? Which judgment, look at her judgments, look at all her judgments. Which judgment goes against Hakainde Hichilema? Where? She has always been dissenting. And this time around, she's at the Constitutional Court. I'm showing you the headers that you have, what is sustaining Hakainde Hichilema, the oxygen of Hakainde Hichilema. That's what I'm showing you. And Judge Marula, the judge in charge of the Concord, is the oxygen of Hakainde Hichilema. How are you going to fight that? How are you going to fight that? And that's why I've decided to be calling names. But at least if you at least I will tell you this. At least I'll tell you this. But it's okay. If you are quoting the president who does that. You are a chief justice. You are head of the judiciary and you are quoting the president. You go and tell civil servants, whatever, you want lawyers who are representing people who have stolen. I mean, where is the presumption of innocence? As a chief justice, you start saying, you lawyers, some of you lawyers, you are defending corrupt people, whatever. Where is the presumption of innocence? And what do you want these people who are being accused of corruption to do? You don't want them to have representation. You are sitting there, the president is saying, I'm a judge's warrant. That's what they talk. Says that can the president look into it? And the president responds, you go and jail those people so that you can have vehicles. Honestly, imagine, I'm a judges. And the president's response is, go and jail those people, we get the money, then you are going to have salaries, better salaries. Do you think that is right? To tell a judge is saying, look at my welfare. Look at my welfare. And the next thing is, the response is, go and jail that one, then you get paid. You are inciting judges to be biased against the people who are coming. This is their corruption. That's why now, people are being jailed on suspicion. On suspicion, we suspect that this money is stolen. We suspect. And you want to jail, you're jailing a person. That is not judiciary. It's an embarrassment what is going on in that judiciary. I'm not saying there are only few cadres. Many judges, they are tough-tested judges. Many of them. But we have few cadres who have contaminated the judiciary, starting with the Chief Justice, who are intimidating even the judges below. Very few. So, and this is the oxygen of Hakainde Hichilema. This is the oxygen of Hakainde Hichilema. When you go to ECZ, it is so compromised. So compromised. There is no credibility in ECZ. Now, it's a UPND organ. It is a UPND organ. She has got national because one is and so she got national. But now we shall be friends are friends, and I will hold you forever as friends. Friends are friends. So some of you, I mean, you are my friends, and you know, friends are friends. We are loyal. But the fact is that as much as some of you, my friends, are there, your institution is rotten. Your institution is rotten. It's thinking of corruption. It is thinking of rigging. ECZ. Starting from the top. They are there. But what can they do? What can they do? How is it that now we have commissioners? Whenever there is an election, commissioners are busy. What my electoral agents? What my returning officer? Could it by election? Am I commissioners? What are you doing? In a by-election of a councillor, what are you doing there as commissioners? What are you doing? You are there, Mpaka. How can a returning officer operate? A returning officer in the presence of a commissioner from ECZ, how can you operate? What are you doing in the by-elections? What are you doing? Why are you going to my elections? Why are you going there? Because you want to make sure that rigging is done. The commissioners are in front to rig the elections. It has become a machinery of rigging elections. They did very well in 2021. I've been talking about 2021 because I want to insist to use Zambians that Hakainde Hichilema is going to rig the elections. Hakainde Hichilema is going to rig the elections. He's going to rig the elections. Who is going to stop Hakainde Hichilema? Are you ready to stop Hakainde Hichilema from rigging the elections? But Edgar Lungu, are you up to the task to make sure that you have a team that is not going to allow Hakainde Hichilema to rig elections again? Because yes, you can have the people, but at the end of the day, there must be a mechanism to thwart rigging, to stop rigging. Already they are rigging.